Flames facing an uphill battle once play resumes after the All-Star break. Flames are 8 points out of a playoff spot right now. This man, Peter Loubardias, Sportsnet 960 The Fan, is here to talk Flames hockey. The hockey analyst Peter is alongside Derek Wills during the Flames radio broadcasts. And right off the get-go, Peter, I was listening to your pregame show on Wednesday because I was in the car listening to the game on the radio, and yourself and Derek were having a conversation. And for you, you said the Nashville game that just passed was pivotal. And what did you mean by that?
Well, I just thought that, you came off a road trip or 5 straight games on the road where you only ended up with 1 win and 3 points out of a possible 10. So, I thought really going into the Nashville game to get back in it, Ted, the fact of the matter is I kind of thought they needed 8, 9 points out of their next 5 games. But more importantly, and I think you saw it in the first period against Nashville, when things aren't going well, your confidence is down, you don't attack, you're not as aggressive. And unfortunately, the last 3 games, a lot of games in January after that fantastic December when they went 9-4, kind of been a little like Groundhog Day. The starts haven't been great the last 3, great pushback in the third, and then just not enough. And funny, people always want to go back to last year when they came from behind 10 times when trailing going into the third period. This year, that same kind of magic, that same kind of good fortune hasn't been there. And as they come back off the break, the schedule is okay, and it's time to stop, in many ways, chasing games.
How can the guys get the monkey off their back, so to speak, when they're on the road? What do you think needs to happen?
You know what? I think early in the year between, the goaltending got off to a really difficult start. They didn't play great. I think since about the middle of November, they've been better on the road. They had a really good road trip where they won their first 2 games on a 4-game trip that was a really difficult one in November, and then ended up going 2-2. And then in December, the same kind of situation. I think they've been better lately, but again, this whole year is kind of, you're digging your way out. You're digging your way out after a tough start.
It's like a slack rope, eh?
Yeah.
Dennis Wideman is going to be suspended. However many games he gets, we're still waiting to find out. How big of an impact do you think, Peter, this is going to have as the Flames push?
Well, and anytime you lose, a guy who plays every single night, and in his case, basically the number 5 defenseman last year at a career year where he scored 15 goals and had 56 points, yeah, you're going to miss him. And especially in a situation where you don't need to be without anybody who can make a difference in their lineup. And, unfortunately for Dennis in a lot of ways, and I've now seen that play, by the way, 106 times, and optically it does not look good, but, feel bad for Dennis. Trust me. No intent there, but as a good friend of mine said yesterday, it's kind of like being in a car accident when you hit somebody from behind. It's usually it happens, and it's usually the guy in behind who has to pay the price.
All-Star game's coming up on Sunday. You're going to be looking forward to seeing Mark Giordano and Johnny Hockey play?
Yeah, Mark Giordano has just been sensational. Johnny Hockey, Mr. Gaudreau, 47 points.
I know, he's on fire.
At the break. Now, there's a guy who can't wait to get on the road in the second half of the year because, my goodness, has he been absolutely off the charts.
He's so
at
slippery,
home.
So slippery.
Ted, it's been a long time since I've been able to watch a dynamic player like him day in and day out. And the captain, how about 19 points in his last 17 games, an All-Star. And for your viewers, everything you see about this guy is what you would think.
That's nice.
Classy, works as hard as anybody, respectful. This guy's a heck of a leader.
Team leader, eh? Team leader for sure. All right, Peter Loubardias, he's one half of the dynamic duo. Derek Wills, Peter Loubardias do your Sportsnet 960 Fan radio Flames broadcasts. Let's hope the guys turn it around, man.
Yes.
I want to hear you guys calling playoff games this year. 7:15, 2 degrees. Don't forget the All-Star weekend. This starts today at 10, also 6 tonight, 5 o'clock skills competition. 3 p.m. All-Star game on Sunday afternoon. We're going to have a look at traffic now with Dave.